guys, welcome to A Clary Tale. How are we all? I thought I'd show you everything I bought at Disneyland, or a Disneyland haul if you will. I have so much to show you. Well, actually I didn't go as mad as I could have done, and there were a few things that I already regret that I didn't buy, but just to give you a taster of everything, these are all the bags. Oh, and then there's little bags as well that are falling everywhere, and yeah, so I'm going to show you everything. I just thought I'd start with the trip as a whole, just to sort of give you an overview of how I thought everything was. I loved Disneyland. So many people said to me, oh, you'll find it really small, but I actually found that the parks itself, the parks were big. Okay, it was small like in the fact that you can literally go from there or there, and in Orlando you'd have to get a bus, a car, a train or whatever. But the park as a whole was massive, and I found that the rides and the lands were some of the most immersive lands I've ever seen. That Cars land and that Cars ride, I've never felt such a part of a film before. I was in that film, I star in Cars, guys. It was so good. So that was something that you just don't really get in Orlando, but I think Orlando are getting there with that. For example, Pandora, I believe is going to be very immersive. But yeah, so that was something very different, and what I loved most was going to these places and feeling like it was so familiar, yet it was completely different. Like Main Street in the castle is so familiar because I've done it so many times in Disneyland Paris, in Orlando, but because it was so different, it's just a weird sensation of it being so familiar yet not quite the home you're used to. But I absolutely loved California as well. We were just sort of in the right place at the right time for loads of things. So parades and shows, they just sort of happened around us. We were so lucky. Yeah, so as a whole I love Disneyland, and we did it because I'm a cast member and I get in so for free. We did it because of that. But now because I know how good it is, we both said we'd love to go back. So even after the program, and if we ever do go over to that side, because Simon would love to do San Fran and Vegas, so, and I'd love to see them again. So if we do those, I think we will do a quick little trip to Disneyland now, just because we know how great it is. So yeah, and in terms of cast member as well, getting in for free was amazing, but our discounts count everywhere. So in Walt Disney World, a lot of quick service restaurants don't accept our discount, but there it did. So it was so nice to get that little bit off, just so then they appreciate us as cast members. And yeah, it was brilliant. So as a whole, the whole trip was just fantastic. The only bad thing, we had one bad experience, and it had nothing to do with Disney. It was our flight home. So we were meant to fly at about 1 p.m. and we would have arrived at Orlando at 10 p.m. that night. Actually, we ended up landing at 9 a.m. the following morning. So 11 hours later, so you can imagine that we weren't the happiest. I mean, we never actually let it get us down. We just plodded on with it and we just had a laugh in the airport instead. But it is annoying knowing that we could have been there the night before and had a good night's sleep, but actually we were up all night. We couldn't get to sleep, and Simon can't sleep on planes anyway, so neither of us had a good night's sleep. And then we landed at 9 at Orlando, and our baggage wasn't even there. So that was a bit of a drama, which is a shame because it kind of tarnished our lovely trip. But when I talk about it, I want to just forget about that bad flight. I'm hoping that in the future, when we look back at Disneyland, that we'll forget that even happened. So fingers crossed. And Southwest actually gave us vouchers for guest recovery, which we're hoping to use towards Nashville. So Simon's never been to Nashville. It's one of my favorite places in the world ever. I get so excited even thinking about going to Nashville. So fingers crossed we can use those vouchers towards that at the end of my program. So everything happens for a reason. It's all good in the end. Right, let's show you what you actually came to click this video for. see my Disneyland haul. As I said, there were lots of things I wanted to buy, and I wanted to make sure it was Disneyland only, because in Walt Disney World I can buy these things and some of the things there. So anything that had Disneyland on rather than Disney World, I was like, I need that, because in Disney World obviously I can get that and I get my discount, so I didn't want to get anything that I can get here. But yes, so I've got lots of Disneyland goodies. The only thing I couldn't pick up, and I did video it when I was out in California, something I really wanted, it's the jumper, the sweater that had Disneyland in big letters across the back. We have one here, we have the big Disney World one, and I am going to get that eventually, but I really wanted the Disneyland one so that I had two, but alas, they didn't have any. They had, the only place I could find it, they had one, and it was an extra large, so yeah, couldn't get that one. But other than that, we've got loads and loads of cool goodies to show you. I don't really know where to start. Like, I have all these things. I think I'm gonna get everything out of the bags, and then so it's easier to show you, and there's no rustling around. Who's Russell? I will start with our mugs. We collect the Starbucks You Are Here mugs, and Disneyland do their own. So we got these two. I'll show you properly. So the Disneyland one is so nice. It's got the Matterhorn, the castle, the train. It's a small world. I love it. And then the other one, the California Adventure one, you've got Grizzly Peaks, Cars Land, the Wheel, Cathay Circle where we ate. So I love this one. And then our other mug we bought, so not Starbucks one, we got a Disneyland one, we got an original 1955, and then I just thought it was really nice and cool. They're the mugs, and then I started collecting these Alex and Annie's. That's the Californian Castle. And then that one is the Wheel. They are gorgeous, and I just love them. I couldn't not buy them because there's a really nice Epcot one which I'm gonna get, and then I might get the castle from here as well, so the Orlando Castle. And then I've got 4, and that will do, I hope. Famous last words. And then next is my next big collection, one of my worst habits, and that is pins. And I know there's some massive pin lovers out there, so I know that you're going to love these. So the first one I bought was this one. Just wanted one with the date on, and I thought that was pretty cute. And then at the bottom there it says Disneyland, so I got that one to sort of signify the year we went. And then in the same shop I bought this one as well. How cute is that Beauty and the Beast one? I think it might be in Walt Disney World as well. This one moves as well. But it's just, I think it's just out for the film. I'm not particularly sure, but it is a limited edition one. And then back to sort of California ones. I got this one. Pin lovers will know that there's a Walt Disney World one exactly like this, which I'm going to buy, so that I have both. So that's a nice Disneyland one with the Disneyland Castle. And then I got this park one, the Californian Adventure Park. And then my last two, just because I loved it so much, I got the Cars Land pin because it was one of the best lands I've ever been in. And then I got the World of Colour pin as well, because, well, just because you can't have, there's not a show like World of Colour anywhere else, so I thought that would be perfect to my collection. So they're all the pins I bought. Then in the store, when you spend over a certain amount of money, you can get either a rucksack or a throw, and the rucksack's the same as the one in Florida, but the throw is different. So it's the Disneyland Castle with the fireworks, and it's got Disneyland on as well, and it's so soft, it's so nice, so I can't wait to use that. I also bought a postcard. I sort of buy and collect postcards for some reason, especially in places where I know that on the postcard is a better picture than what I could take, then I always buy it. For example, we went to Mount Rushmore, and the picture on the postcard was better than what I could take, so I bought the postcard as well. So I bought this one because I knew I'd never be able to get a picture like that. So So I bought a postcard of the Disneyland castle with all the characters in front. I'm trying to think, is that everything? Oh no, that's not everything. Simon bought himself a t-shirt. I'll show you it. How cute is that? So it's really retro, and it's got Disneyland and it's got 1955 on. So I love that. It's gonna look good on him. He wears a lot of blue like I do as well, so it's weird that we've got different colours from what we usually buy, and I bought a black one. It says Disneyland on it. It's a really nice top. I love the gold on it. The gold really stands out as the Mickey as well. So that's going to be a nice park top. And I think that's everything. So yeah, it wasn't as bad as it could have been. There was a Dooney and Bourke that I already regret that I didn't buy. I went to her and I said, is this Dooney limited to California or is it in Orlando? And she said that they're in Orlando. So it made me not get it. We get more discount at Christmas, so I thought I'll save it for Christmas. But then I got here and I can't find it anywhere, so I regret not buying that. It was just one of the smaller Doonies with Mickey and Minnie outside of the pink castle, the Sleeping Beauty castle. Oh well. The only other things, oh, I can show you these. I got my, I think I showed you in the video in the vlogs that I was doing when I was there, but I got some pressed pennies, and I don't usually do this, but they were so nice. So if it will focus, I got the racers, the Cars Land racers. Simon wanted this one, he loves Oswald, so we got an Oswald one, and we got a Carthay Circle one because that's where we ate and had an incredible dinner. There's the Carthay Circle one. And what was this one? Oh, it's just Mickey and Minnie in Main Street USA, but it's got Disneyland on it. That's that one. So they're the pressed pennies. Oh, and let me show you one more thing, one last thing. We saved all our fast passes. How good is that? Soarin', Racers, California Screaming, World of Colour, and then at the end there we've got our park passes, which were all different, which was a nice little touch. And then we did save, we tried to keep our maps as well, so we've got the Times Guide for California and Disneyland, and then we've kept our maps as well, our Disneyland map and our California map. So yeah, that is everything that I've bought. I hope you liked the haul. Let me know which is your favourite thing, or what you would have bought as well. And thank you so much for watching. Bye!